Hi guys, welcome to Investigation 3 Part 2, Electromagnetism, where we're really going to look at some electromagnets and see what goes on with them. So in this investigation, we are going to answer the essential question, can we make a magnet that turns itself on and off? So what we have here is the donut magnet that we have been using throughout this investigation. And in the cup is a bunch of paper clips. Now we already know that we can take that magnet and we can attach it to the paper clips, and that magnet will attract the paper clips because we've seen this happen before. Now this magnet we call a permanent magnet because it always works as a magnet and it will always pick up those paper clips. Now we're going to look at a rivet. A rivet is like a very thick nail. If you look around it, it looks like a nail or a screw, something you could use to secure something. But a rivet is very thick and it doesn't have the threads that a screw would have, and it's not a typical nail because it doesn't have that sharp end on the end either. Now, if we're going to think about a rivet, is a rivet a magnet? Does this look like a typical magnet? And is this rivet magnetic? Will it attach to a magnet? What is this rivet made out of? By looking at this and looking at the shiny metallic luster of this, I could imagine that this is made out of metal. So then we want to know, is it a magnet? And if it is or isn't a magnet, does that mean it will also stick to a magnet? Can we attract it with a magnet? So here we have a magnet next to it, and we're going to try, and it turns out that yes, this rivet is magnetic. It will pull to a magnet. Now we also want to know, though, if we can take this rivet and make this rivet into a temporary magnet. We know that donut magnet that's up top that looks like a donut, the circular one, is a permanent magnet. It always works to be a magnet. Can we turn this rivet into a temporary magnet? So here, before we place it in the cup with the paper clips, we are going to attach the magnet to the rivet. The magnet and the rivet are actually touching. So are we going to be able to pick up the paper clips if we attach the magnet to the rivet? Not pick them up with the magnet. We want to know if we can pick them up with the rivet. So the paper clips will only be touching the rivet. And it looks like yes, in this case, the rivet is then able to pick up the magnets. We have turned this rivet into a temporary magnet. The rivet is normally not able to pick up paper clips and become magnetic. But since we attach the magnet to it, we have turned it into a temporary magnet, and we are able to pick up the paper clips. How does this happen? Why does this happen? We are taking a non-magnetic rivet. The rivet is not a magnet, and we are turning it into a temporary magnet. Now we want to take a look at if we unattach the magnet, if we take the magnet off of the rivet, is the rivet then still going to be able to pick up those magnets? And the answer is no. Once the magnet is not attached to the rivet, it will no longer pick up the magnets, which assures us in this case that this is definitely a temporary magnet. See you back at the lesson, guys.